Hello everybody, welcome back to Slay the Spire, also known as Topple the Tower, also known as Blow Up the Building. We're gonna go ahead and keep on playing due to popular requests, and people saying, hey, you should play some more. We're gonna go ahead and play as the Ironclad, and I haven't done any Ascension, so let's just do Ascension mode. Which makes things harder because it just spawns more elites. Another try? Yes, please. Alright, so we can upgrade a card, obtain a random common relic, remove 2 cards, or obtain a random boss relic. Okay, I'm tempted to do the remove 2 cards thing, because then that way it's just... I mean, come on! And then if we could just take a bunch of combat, then we're pretty much free to take a bunch of cards if we want, and it'll just then... You know what? Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna take out 2 strikes. There's no need to have those. That's garbage for garbage people. Besides, we're gonna get more strikes in a minute, so or more attacks in a minute. I'm not 100% worried about that. How do we want to play this? I think that we're gonna take 5 regardless. So how about I bash a dude and then, oh, you freaking moron. It's okay. We're gonna take 10 damage, which isn't great, but what I should have done is use strike, and then use the shield to only take 5 damage, still get the kill, and then we would have healed up all the damage we just took, which would have been great. We're about to take another 7. That's indefensible at this point. I would rather strike him twice and force him to eat a large pile of garbage. So, I haven't played a lot of Slay the Spire since the last episode, but I have faith. I believe we can. I know we can. It is entirely possible, especially because we have a 9-card deck. It's kind of hilarious. Where did his damage... Oh, wait, we did deal the damage. I just didn't see his HP go down. That was not smart. But yeah, we have an incredibly small deck to start with. Do not take that out of context. That would be very rude of you. And we're honestly, you know, still in a good spot HP-wise that we shouldn't have taken any damage. Do we want any of these? I think Flex is good enough to take 1 of in the deck, but we don't want more than 1. So let's continue onwards from there. And then this guy should be a piece of cake. Emphasis on the word should, but we got a largely bad draw. So, you know, don't worry about it too much. Why did I not use my other energy there? Because, what's the point? He's not attacking. Do you see this guy attacking me this turn? No? Okay, then. Flex. I suggest that we bash with the Flex attached. Now, do I want to take damage? If we strike him this turn, we're going to be dealing another 12 damage, which puts him down to 14. That puts him within kill range next turn. However, I'd rather just defend for now, because we don't have lethal. And if we get 3 strikes next turn, that still won't be enough. But, we're just gonna do our best not to take too much dumb damage this time. Okay. We only got 1 strike, which feels bad. But he is now within range of a kill. Potentially? No, he's not. He's still outside of a range of a kill by 1 if we don't pick up Flex. Which we did, so never mind. We're probably fine. Smacka. He's dead. Okay, good stuff. We only took 1 damage, so we're back up to full HP pretty much. Weak potion's nice. Alright, out of all 3 of these, Evolve is a neat idea. Do we have the chance to... Oop, wrong button. Do I have the chance to upgrade it before we get anywhere further down the line? The answer is yes. So, I'm actually super tempted to pick up Evolve because it's a fairly rare power, and because it allows us to actually do some pretty cool stuff. With that in mind, do I want to go down this hard route? No, I think I'll continue down this way, please and thank you. So this will be our 3rd combat in so many rooms. It's not a bad way to do things. We're not going to take any wounds this turn, so how about we just slash these 2, and then, I mean, it doesn't really matter if I play any one of these things, so I'll play Evolve regardless. It doesn't matter either way. But yeah, like, we're gonna take things about as easy as we need to be able to get up to this campfire, pick up a bunch of cards. We're gonna try to do our best to make sure we don't lose any HP in the process, but yeah, we should be fine. Okay, so we drew 1 wound, which gave us a bash, which allows us to instantly moidle this bro, because he was about to deal us 10. I'd rather not take any damage if I can manage. Thank you. Also, we've been weakened? That's rude. I hate these guys. I don't hate them because they're good. I hate them because they're actually just terrible characters, and I don't know why they think they are allowed to attack me this way. Another weak potion. Nice. Very good to have. Do I want Havoc, Rage, or Clash? Clash could be good. It could be good. I'm not 100% sold on it in our archetype because we just picked up Evolve, so it's not going to work super well. I think we skipped this time. Do we want to continue going for cards, or do we want to start aiming for, like, relics and other such bonuses? I think that we're going to try for at least a little bit of that, because we'll have plenty of opportunities to earn cards later on down the line. Isn't that a cool thing? Okay, so we know it's the Hexaghost at the end of all this as well. That's not super good. We'll deal with it. It's fine. It's fine! It's okay. You come across a thingamajig, trigger the golden idol. Do I want to take a curse? Take 18 damage or lose 5 max HP? I think I'll take the 18 damage in this particular case, since we're not taking a lot of damage in combat, and I'd rather not lose more max HP than I already have, and I spoke too soon. Here's combat. Alright, so we're about to take a little bit of damage that I'm not thrilled about. How's about this? I could defend twice and put Evolve up, or I could put, you know what, I think I'm still defending twice, that way I only take 2 damage instead of a million. Yeah, that seems right to me. We're gonna wait for these guys to try to do a power-up turn before I try smacking a mouse. Okay, there we go, there's a power-up man. I suggest that we flex, that we bash this guy. We're gonna want to kill them at roughly the same time, hilariously, and we'll defend for this. Next turn, we go hard on this guy, kill him, and then this guy will hopefully be charging up on the same turn, which means that when we're vulnerable, we don't have to worry about this guy as much. I'm not sure how my brain's going right now. Either way, we need to kill this guy this turn if we can, and I think we can. The bash will end up doing 12 plus a strike, works just fine. Or we could just do 2 strikes, which does 18, and we still have 1 energy. So yeah, that sounds about right. How about we do that? And then, I don't know, we might as well pop and evolve, because it doesn't really make a big difference either way. Hey there, rat man, what you gonna do? You're gonna grow. That's fine. It's not actually a rat, it's a deceased rat that's been overtaken by a fungus of some kind, and we're about to take some serious damage as a result. We can block it, actually. Never mind. How about I take this last turn, where we are vulnerable, and just not take damage? That seems like a great plan. And then next turn, when he tries to power up or something stupid, we'll be like, get wrecked. Okay, we got a flex, we got 2 strikes. That's still pretty close to get wrecked as I can manage, honestly. Come on, try this one more time. You big jerk. Grow. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Do whatever you need to do, buddy. Get smashed. Alright, so that was easy enough. We got 5 extra gold. Okay, so we've got some pretty sweet stuff here. Specifically, Flame Barrier is an awesome card. So we'll go ahead and grab that right now. Most of the 2-cost abilities on an Ironclad deck are really good. And I do mean that sincerely. They're fantastic. The Edgy Rick Conspiracy has invited me into their Steam group, and I can't help but notice that that's... That's terrible. We're gonna go ahead and evolve here. So now we have card advantage whenever we draw a wound. That's good stuff. Do I want to fight the elite right now? I think the answer is yes, so that way we can bounce along here, hit up a shop, and then get at least 1 more card before we go on. Or, ooh, wow, we've taken 8 minutes already. Or, we go up here, fight a few more people, get more cards, and oh, shit. That turns into a big problem real fast. Still, we are gonna go this way. And we're gonna fight this guy. Okay, so Lagavulin. The Lagavulin is fine. I don't think that I'm thrilled with this guy, but we'll manage. How do we want to do this? I think that we flex and we strike this turn, because, I mean, it's 16 damage. It's not an awful amount to start with. It's not great, but it's not awful. He's going to be stunned this turn. Now, this guy has been amped up. He sucks. He used to only deal 16, now he deals 18. Ah, they've patched him. That's nice of the game. Thank you. We're going to go ahead, bash him. Now, do I want to take a metric shit ton of damage, or do I want to do as much damage as possible? We do as much damage as possible. That's just how this guy works. By using a weakening potion on him, we've effectively blocked 5 damage a turn without having to use the energy on it. And that's, like, worth more than I think you think it is. We're going to flex. We'll strike. We'll strike. And I think in this particular case, Evolve doesn't really help too much, but extra card advantage could be great. We're going to go ahead and pop it. On the off chance that extra card advantage gives us more attacks when we need him. Next turn, I think he's going to do a Siphon Soul, which means that we're going to lose a lot of our ability to stomp him. So we're going to bash him this turn. We're going to slash him. He's down to 44. Yeah, and then we're going to lose some strength, so that's pretty rough. Here's the thing. We still have another weaken potion, and we're going to absolutely use it. We flex. I think that goes without saying. We slash. We slash. Now we have a choice. Next turn, there is a very high chance we draw into Bash and Flame Barrier, which protects us for a turn and does some other stuff. Do we want to take a full 13, or do we want to only take 8 damage? Honestly, I think we play this one a little bit slower. Let's go ahead and do the defend now. Actually, it only blocks for 4 because he reduces your dexterity as well. I forgot that I hate this guy. He's actually a big douchemonger. So in this particular case, what do I want to do? Well, we Flame Barrier to block the vast majority of the damage, deal him an extra 4 damage on top of this strike, and then, alright, well, now we go all out. We should be okay, because he's only going to deal us 2 right now. Deals himself 4. Then he takes another turn to do Siphon Soul. We hit him with as many strikes as we can while flexed. Actually, we can flex bash him. That'll do it right there. Perfect. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. We took a bunch of damage, but... Ooh, every attack I pick up is now upgraded. Sign me the heck up. Let's see. Twin Strike, not as good as I need it to be. Clash won't be as good as it needs to be. And Double Tap can be really, really sweet. And it is a gold card, so there's no chance that... I mean, there is a chance that we don't see this again. Let's go for it. It allows us to double bash on occasion. We are weak. It would be best to take the safer route in this case, I think. There is still a chance for combat, so we'll still get cards, but I'm not thrilled about all this. Remove a card in your deck, upgrade a card in your deck, or transform a card in your deck. I think in this case we still want to remove. We are looking really low on attacks. You know what? No. I would like to stop doing the remove. Never mind, you cannot stop doing the remove. Let's remove a... I think in this case it's very close to say that a defend would be better. Because we don't have enough strikes otherwise. Now we're going to get rid of the strike. We're going to get rid of the strike. It's maybe a little bit too many strikes that we're getting rid of, but we're going to continue to do this way. Let's see. Gold or Calcum. Very, very nice. Thank you very much. It's a common relic, and for good reason, but it is very handy to have around. Now, with that said, double tap. Next 2 attacks are played twice. We can make Bash now deal extra damage and apply 3 vulnerable, which when double tapped will actually be pretty sweet. We are low on HP, however, so we will rest like a smart person. Here we go. Our gold's actually really high, so it's a good thing that we're walking into a shop. Yeah, and there's a and we don't have any combat before we get to said shop, so let's go. This'll all be worth it. Perfect. I don't mind removing a curse from my deck at the moment. Alright, never mind. I feel bad about this. Can we strike and then, well, cry a little bit on the inside? Because, yeah, that stinks. Lick is bad. We're now weak for a million turns. Okay, he's about to hit us real hard. How do we deal with this? I suggest that we defend, we evolve, and we might as well flex for fun. But we are still going to take 6 damage here, which isn't ideal. If we can avoid taking another 6 damage over the course of this, that would be the greatest. So we have a double tap. Do we have any attacks in our hand? We have a couple. We flex, we double tap, we strike him twice, then we strike him again. He's still not done doing his garbage moves yet. I think he makes us weak again, is the idea here. Yep. +2 weakened. Oh, good. So we're just permanently weakened. That's our lot in life. Or are we? Double tap the bash, baby. Boom. All right, so now he's interrupted. Please stop weakening me. The problem here is that we are still cursed. So this is it's a weird fight because of our curse more than anything. Yeah, you get the idea. In this particular case, we already have Orhalcum helping us not take some damage. However, it would be pretty great if I could just defend and not take damage at all. Flex to get strike up to reasonable levels again. And let's eeny, meeny, miny kill this guy first. It doesn't really matter either way. They're the same bad guy at the same amount of HP, and they're doing roughly the same kind of things. So I don't really care. Lick, +1 weaken. Hey, look at that. We're actually stabilizing now. What a time to be alive. Wow. I guess we flame barrier and then we defend for reasons unknown, and we make ourselves weak because of our curse. I'll admit, this could be going better. We're just never going to be allowed to attack properly. The good news is we shouldn't take damage ever in this fight. He says that, and then... We can block a huge chunk of damage just by getting a kill on the man. And I don't think we can do it. I'm a little mad at myself. At this point, it's still not worth playing a defend because Oralchem will beef us. But this is a bunch of damage we don't need to be taking. The wound kind of stinks. Both of them kind of stink. Oh, but oh wait, we're evolved. Please, card advantage city, come to me. How do I want to do this? I think that we strike this guy and kill him, and then use the flame barrier to stop ourselves from taking any damage, and have a good time. Yeah, that seems about right, thanks. So this is one of the reasons why I like Evolve so much. It makes one of the debuffs in the game entirely useless. Well, I mean, not entirely useless, as it turns out. We are not, we just don't have enough room in our hand to do things anymore. It would be probably a good move for us to start picking up some exhaust synergy cards, stuff like Havoc, Fiend Fire, that kind of stuff, so that way we can pick out the wounds in our deck a little bit better. He's about to hit us for 7. Not so fast. So that would hit him for 6, and then for another 9 afterwards. That's 15. Yeah, that's worth the double tap. Let's go. He is dead. We have gained 6 HP, and I feel bad about everything that I've done. Headbutt here is actually fantastic. We could also pick up Heavy Blade to deal damage. The thing is, any one of these is good. I think Headbutt's probably best for us, since it allows us to not only deal extra damage, since it's automatically upgraded, but then on top of that, it allows us to select which cards we want. Okay, Flash of Steel is legitimately just good. Mummified Hand is pretty good. Power Through can be awesome. Okay, I think first things first, do the smart move. Get rid of doubt. Alright, do we still have enough money for everything else? Yes! I think Ice Cream could be really, really sweet. But Flash of Steel is a fantastic card. Okay, here's what I think. I think we grab Flash of Steel. And then, do we have any powers in our deck right now? Yes, we have Evolve. I think Mummified Hand is worth it, as it would allow us to play a whole bunch of other powers as well in our deck that could be incredibly helpful for us. It is a good relic, just straight up. Now, that leaves us with one more fight before the Hexaghost, and we don't exactly have a ton of attacks or anything. But, I mean, we're kind of stuck, aren't we? We either go for Mummified Hand now, which, well, we'll never see it again. Like, it's just the way of things. And we miss out on Power Through, a very good blocking skill that only costs 1 and adds wounds to our hand, which isn't ideal, but can be dealt with further on down the line. Or, and it gets rid of Disarm, which is also just a fantastic card, which exhausts itself, which would work into an exhaust synergy later on, maybe. Yeesh. I think we still go for the Mummified Hand here. It's really, really good relic. It's a high risk, high reward type of thing, is my feeling. Oh, it's you. Okay, so we don't get to do anything fun this turn, really. I suggest that we bash him, and then we take our 4 by striking him and then using Orichalcum to protect us. Yeah, that makes sense. No, not 15 of my 0 gold. Okay, so we flex. We double tap, and we hit Flash of Steel, which hits him twice and draws us 2 cards. We then play Flame Barrier, and then he kills himself. What could possibly go wrong with that particular plan? That was perfect. I can see how some of the, like double tapping Flash of Steel is fantastic. Ooh, Shrug It Off. Really good card. Really good card. And right now it's better than Armaments, so I'll pick it up. It'll also allow us to start dealing with our defense a bit more proactively. Okay, so here's the deal. I want to Smith. I want to Smith real bad, but it's the Hexaghost, and the Hexaghost is a jerk. So we're going to immediately rest instead, because we need the HP. This guy is an ass. Like, just don't even ask questions. He's a jerk. I suggest that we double tap the Flash of Steel. which draws us 2 additional cards, which allows us to headbutt, which will allow us to get our double tap next turn. Or a Flash of Steel next turn. Oof, depends on what's in our deck. I guess we'll go for Flash of Steel regardless. It's just a good card. And then we'll slash him regardless. First turn, 30 damage. Not awful. Hit me. And by hit me, I mean turn on all your fires and then be a douche and hit me for 36. We can actually deal with that. I suggest that we flex to start. Then we use Evolve. No matter what it hits, it's helpful to have cost 0 here. We then use Shrug It Off to block it, you know, a good chunk of the damage. We then use Flash of Steel to see what other things we can pick up, and that is not bad. This would be the turn to use our Block Potion. Now, do we want to block more of the damage? Like, we could take 6 damage this turn and that's it. No, we need to be a little bit more aggressive than that. I think we hit him with the Bash and then we move on. I mean, we had Flex anyway. We should. So, we get hit. It hurts. It hurts. It really does. And he's now hitting us for 10 twice. Hey! 10 twice. That kind of stinks. Not to worry, though, because Flame Barrier is actually real good. And now he takes 0 damage. He takes 8 to himself. We're going to flex, because that's just the smart thing to do. And then we'll headbutt. And I guess we get flex back? I mean, unless if he wants us to to attack us again, in which case it'd be good to have Flame Barrier ready to go. Yeah, that makes sense to me. All right, hit me twice. Oh, and by that I mean hit me 0 times, you sucker. Deal yourself 8 damage while you're at it. All right, so we're doing okay to start with. Now he's dealing us 6. We literally blocked that by accident, so we want to go as ham as possible. Strike, strike, and then don't use either one of those things. Now this would have been a great moment for us to have Ice Cream, because then we'd have extra energy for next turn, which is awesome. If we ever see Ice Cream again, which I doubt, we're definitely going to pick it up. But for now, this will have to do. We have a burn. That's a problem. I suggest that we double tap the Flash of Steel, which gives us 2 extra strikes pretty much for free. We're going to shrug off the damage from the burn, and then we're just going to strike him. Unfortunately, we didn't get much else out of that one. Inflame is just bad, too, because it just gives him extra strength. Did we buy a spot weakness? Or no, we turned down the spot weakness for the high risk high reward mummy hand. I remember that now. Oops. Okay, so now he's hitting us twice for 7. I don't want to take a bunch of damage because I know he gets really big really fast, but at the same time, can we deal him enough damage to actually get through that garbage? We can. I suggest that if we flex headbutt, which does nothing but bring back 1 card guaranteed, which was something. Now, do we want to take only 2 damage to protect us from later turns, or do we want to deal a little extra? I think we do need to avoid taking damage as much as possible against this guy earlier on. And by 2, I mean a little bit less than that, because this guy has burns in his deck, and it kind of sucks. There's a high chance we actually die here. I'm a little mad. It's not guaranteed, though. Flex, Flash of Steel. What do we get? Bash. Ooh. We can deal him 8 just by Flame Barriering. It's not a bad move. I think that's exactly what we do. We'll only take 2 as a result. We'll strike him as well. This is going too slow is the problem. The Hexaghost is a jerk boss, I find. But this is proving to be a very tricky situation for us. We don't end up getting situations where we can use our stuff very well. We'll flex. We'll use double tap. We're already taking, 0 damage. And then we'll strike him twice for that one. So look at that, 16 damage. We're chipping away. It's something. But he's about to do his really big attack. Now, here's the thing. We can maybe get through his big attack or survive it if we're lucky. We have not been considered lucky enough to have that happen for us, unfortunately. We are about to take a lot of damage. I suggest that we defend. I suggest that we defend. I suggest that we then headbutt as hard as we possibly can, and that we count our blessings that we're not dead yet. I'm a little mad, actually. Let's guarantee Flash of Steel for the next turn. We're about to take, 22 damage? No, that's not right. Hold on. He's about to deal us 30. Minus 8 equals... Yeah, no, it's 22 damage. Wow, we're real low. Like, and then we get 3 more burns in our deck. I don't know what I could tell you about this one. The Hexaghost is just being an asshole. So he's about to deal us 8 and give us another burn. Fun times for everybody. Okay, we need to go hard. Flash of Steel first. Maybe get a flex. We did not get a flex. Oof, do I want to shrug it off? Need to go as hard as possible. And there's a risk we draw a burn instead of doing what I want to do instead. So how about we double tap, headbutt, get the Flash of Steel back, and then the headbutt comes back, giving us the ability to get double tap back. Then we strike him. He's as close to lethal as we can manage, I think. Okay, so he hits us with the Seer. We take 2. We got another green burn in our deck, which feels bad, man. Okay, so I suggest we double tap a flash here. Okay, this is all bad. We are about to take 8 damage just for existing, and then another 14. I think we just die, honestly. If we defend twice, it still won't be really enough to stop him from, like, murdering us? Yeah, we take 12. Holy shit, we're at 2. We have to deal 35 damage in 1 turn. And we drew that. Yeah, that's game over. It was fun while it lasted. So that's our game. The Hexaghost is a bit of a jerk, and unfortunately we didn't build our deck properly around him. We knew he was coming too, so that's on us. I'm just mad at myself, really. That shouldn't have gone that way. We had the makings of a good deck, and then I think we went a little bit too close to the sun. We went a little bit too risk and didn't get enough reward for it. Anyway, that's embarrassing, but there you have it. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. If you did, be sure to let me know. Hit the like button down below. And if you want to see some more, let me know in the comment section, because I'm still kind of indecisive as to this series, since so many other people are doing it on YouTube. But if you like me doing it, then sweet, let me know. See you guys next time.